Hey guys, so here's our pin today. Cute little Eeyore postcard. Loving. So I have some great stuff to do with this one. So we're going to be using the Berry Blessings. This is a retired stamp set from several years ago, and this is going to be blessings, counter blessings paper. Which we used. We have various types of paper available. The one thing that is current is this perennial postage dies. These are currently available at fabulousstamper.com, and I use them to cut out these two little stamps. And the paper has all kinds of fruit on it. And I can't reach it right now, and so I'm not going to show it to you, but it's called Counter Blessings stamp set, or paper. And Berry Blessings is the stamps. And we're going to be using the blueberries. Super fun little craft. So we're going to go ahead and take our, just a scrap piece of paper. This one's crooked. It looks like it's normal. It's actually crooked. And we're going to be taking our leaf. We need another green. Okay. And we're going to be stamping the layers inside. So when you look at the stamp set, there is the shaded in part and then the outline. I always stamp the shaded part first and then the outline last. It's a little easier for me to align the outline than it is to try and fit the filling inside the lines. It's just the nature of stamping. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. It's not perfectly aligned, but it's aligned enough. I thought that the blueberry, Night of Navy. We don't want to use Night of Navy. I think that we stamped off and then stamped on to get the blueberries. So this is Blueberry Bushel. Yeah, this is Blueberry Bushel. Let's try on our scrap side. Oops. That's not really the color I want. No, we used a different color. We used Azure Afternoon, I think. Let's try it. Yeah, that's the color. Okay, we used Azure Afternoon to get our blueberries. And then we use the Blueberry Bushel to get our actual outline. Okay, I think that's enough. Now here's Blueberry Bushel, and I'm taking the outline, and I need to try and get it inside the circle. Oops, sorry. Let's see if that worked. Oh, that worked really well. We'll do one more just in case as a backup. That one's not bad either. They're both pretty good. Okay, we did much better with the blueberries. See, on this one, you can see I went outside the line a little too much. I kept them because this one was a good one, but these two I wouldn't use because they're too far outside the line. So now we're going to go ahead and cut our good ones out. It's rainy outside today. I love a good rain. I love the rain. I'm not going to cut too detailed here because I believe I cut some of these leaves off. Sorry if I'm out of camera. I'm trying not to be. There we go. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm going to cut this one a little closer, but I think some of this gets covered up. So, and let's cut out our blueberries. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue our pieces down. We're going to put the blueberry one up in the corner here, and I want the blueberries to be showing. If I put it here, some of the blueberries will get covered up by the postcard, and I don't really want that, so we'll go ahead and put it in the corner. I got some extra glue on there. I guess I could have used this one. This one had some nice blueberries too. I love this paper. Oops, I got glue everywhere. So this is called a glue eraser. You can use it. It just picks up the glue so that it doesn't leave like a sticky residue. You can get it at Dollar Tree. They sell them on Amazon too. So this Hands Cancel stamp comes from a paper pumpkin in January 2026. I think it was called Just For You, and it had all these Valentine-y cards inside with roses, but it also had this great hand cancel stamp, and I thought that was perfect. And we want to put this just to like up toward the corner a little bit more. You don't want it to be too far into the middle because then it'll get covered by the postcard. So now let's center our Eeyore and make sure that he at least can be centered before we start aligning our leaves and stuff. He's a little far to the left. Let's put him a little more to the right. That feels better. Okay, so now when I layer my leaves, I realize that I don't know if I can keep these little, so I've got this piece here, and then it will tuck this under. And we've got these two leaves like this, so the blueberries are going to cover a lot of those leaves. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just cut that down a little. I'll put some dimensionals on this. Let's see. I think I want dimensionals on this too, so let's put a little dimensional here. This is a little bit big, so cut it. And then I'll put one down on the end there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll just get our little plant layered in here. And so we want a dimensional at the top here. We don't want one down there, but we want one up in the corner here. We'll peel off of the sticky in a minute. We just want to try and get a good gauge. Okay. Let's put a little glue here. Now we can add the blueberries. Well, let's get our stamp glued down and then we'll layer the blueberries, because the blueberries can just be at varying heights too. Yeah, that looks just about perfectly centered. Yeah, looks really good. Okay, so now I definitely want to put a blueberry here, and then we can put the other two, I think, right here. Or do I want one over here too? Like tucked down. I think I'm going to cut out, you know, that one that had the bad. Let's cut that one out over here. just gonna go put a little bit on the glue on the back there. I actually think it needs a glue dot, to be honest. So it's popped up a little more. So let's go ahead and pick it up. Where are my tweezers? There we go. I'm just gonna take a couple glue dots. Take a couple glue dots and just put it on the back here. It's gonna be a little tricky since it's got the wet glue on there. But the glue dots bundled up just kind of give a tiny bit of dimension to a flat piece. Just enough, you know, we don't want it to be super, super. And you know what else we forgot to do? Is we forgot to color put glitter from the Wink of Stella on our blueberries. This is like a glitter pen, and it just adds this, you could just brush as glitter on your stuff. Okay. So now let's let that dry a minute. I think we'll do the same thing with the glue dots here. We'll add a couple glue dots on the right side. That way we know it's sticking up. We'll see if it'll, I think we can add one over here on this side too. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then for these, I think the same. We'll just add a couple glue dots. I'm gonna roll them up. I just use my tweezers and just kind of pull them off, but then roll them into like a little ball. And that helps elevate just a little bit. I don't want a full dimensional elevation, but I definitely want it to have a little different, a different height. Okay. There we go. There we go. Looks so good. So these frames you get on Amazon from fabulous-stamper.com. I like these frames because they're wood, so they're actually a good quality. But I also like that they're nice and sturdy and get the job done. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put Eeyore inside our frame. Make sure he fits. I think I want to add a little bit of glitter to the leaves. Let's do that too. Make the leaves glittery too. Just adds a little more dimension. Just a little bit. There you go. Just a tiny bit. Makes everything look nice and shiny. And we need some cardboard. Okay, so you want to cut almost a 4x4 piece of cardboard. Now these are serrated scissors, and you can get them at fabulous-stamper.com, and they're amazing because they're serrated. They can cut through basically anything. They're just really good scissors by Tim Holtz, and I really, really love that they're serrated. They're Ionic Studios Tim Holtz scissors, and I love them. Okay, so we've got our basic Eeyore in our frame. Then we're going to pop this down on the back. Let's see if it's enough. No, we're going to need to add a little piece here because we want to make sure the pin is protected, but we need a narrower piece. You can't put a too full pieces of cardboard, or you won't be able to shut your, you won't be able to shut the frame, close it. So this is a very thin cardboard, almost like a cardstock. And I'm just gonna put that on there and see if that's enough to close it. Let's see. Oh, that looks great. Okay, we're just missing a few gems and then we're done. Okay, so the gems we're using are, those are not, I guess they're called the adhesive milky dots. And they're from last year, and they're the perfect color. So we just need our tweezers, and we're just gonna add a couple dots, and it just makes everything look right when you add a couple. My nice tweezers. There they are. These are the good ones. The other ones don't hold very well. Just add a couple dots. And I think I'll add one more up here. Just a little shimmer, a little bit of shine to make it look pretty. And that is our frame. Pretty, right? And it's so cute. I think it turned out so great. And I don't know if you can really see that shimmer on the, hopefully you can see the shimmer of on the blueberries. There's glitter on there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is glitter. So there we go. There we go. Now I think you can see it. So just turned out so good. I just love how it looks. And so thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this craft. Remember, you can always purchase my crafts on through direct messaging or at fabulousstamper.com, or through Whatnot, and I will see what I have available. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.